A new bill centered around police canines is set for a committee hearing tomorrow, but the American Civil Liberties Union is hoping it doesn't pass.
Eyewitness News reporter Lena Folk explains why.
The reason why these apprehension dogs are so reckless, essentially, is that these dogs are only trained to bite the first person they encounter.
The use of canines has been a police tactic for centuries. One most historically notable moment in time is during the civil rights movement, where police deployed dogs on thousands of protesters who were predominantly black. And decades later, statistics show canines are still disproportionately used on people of color. In Bakersfield, 89% of police dog attacks resulting in severe injuries were against a black or Latino individual. A majority were either unarmed, experiencing a mental health crisis, or intoxicated. Efforts to regulate police dogs have attempted to pass legislation over the past few years, but assembly bills have continued to fail. July 1st, a hearing will be held for the newest legislative effort concerning canines, Assembly Bill 400. But the American Civil Liberties Union says this bill is not the answer.
To quote one officer, quote, "Police dogs are not trained to differentiate between a young child asleep or a burglar standing in a kitchen with a butcher knife, and will simply bite the first person they find," end quote.
Legislative attorney George Paramathu says the bill is designed to uphold oppressive policies, as the bill's language aligns with the standards set by Post, a state agency that defines officer standards and training. If passed, all police departments would be required to follow the guidelines by January 2027.
We already know that these Post guidelines are an objective failure. Now, the reason why we know these are already an objective failure is that all they are reiterating the existing policy at abusive police departments.
So the momentum behind AB-400, supported by Council.
In early June, law enforcement discussed AB-400 in a post-commission meeting, where one former canine handler expressed his disapproval for the standard guidelines.
If we had to physically touch our dog to release off of a bite, you failed in every competition, you failed in certification, but yet we now require that you demonstrate to do that. That was a failure back in the 80s, and somehow we got to a point where it's okay to actually pry a dog off of somebody. That bothers me a lot.
In the meeting, it was also said that some members of the committee had not seen the guidelines before getting published.
There are things in these guidelines that I consider very weak, and my name is on this. I think there is still some work to be done.
After these comments, Post Executive Director said they would be discussing the guidelines again in September. Although Eyewitness News reached out to the Bakersfield Police Department to speak with them about their canine policies, they have yet to respond for comment. Reporting in Bakersfield, Lena Folk, Eyewitness News.
Hi, I'm Rochelle Murcia with Eyewitness News Bakersfield Now on YouTube. Thank you for checking out our YouTube channel, where we have tons of great content to choose from. While you're here, go ahead and click on the subscribe button right there. That way you can stay up to date on all the things related within Kern County. Thanks for watching.